Girlfriend, are you stuck trying to change your money mindset? Well, you have come to the right place. If you've ever asked yourself, how can I change my mindset about money? I am here to answer that for you in today's video. Hi, my name is Ingafay, and I'm a direct sales diva and confidence coach. And in today's video, I'm going to share the biggest untruth about money. This is probably something that you've heard, but you will no longer believe after you hear this today. Secondly, I'm going to go on common mistakes that are made when trying to change money mindset and some strategies on how to overcome those mistakes. And last but definitely not least, I want to give you your first step to your money mindset transformation. So let's talk about some untruths about money. The first one that I wanted to share with you is that money is a limited resource. There is money all around us. This untruth you can let go of and know that money is abundant. It's just a matter of how we see it and what we do to create cash flow, because it's really a creation type of activity more so than earning money, that we actually create something that is going to attract more money to us. So I know that's a little bit of a different concept to think about, but it's definitely something that's possible. Another thing I wanted to share is that people often think money is for the privileged few. So I like to use Oprah as an example because she grew up poor. She actually went to school on a scholarship and then was blessed with an opportunity to be on a news channel in Nashville, Tennessee, that he eventually evolved for her to have her own TV show where she really was able to expand and broaden her horizons, probably more than she probably ever thought she could, as a result of her just kind of stepping out on faith and doing that. She's a perfect example that shows that it's not for the privileged few. She didn't grow up in a rich family. She didn't have an affluent type of lifestyle prior to the one that she actually created for herself. Know that money is not for the chosen few, that if you have a growth type of mindset which wants to improve, that's basically what I mean when I say a growth mindset, that you can do this too. Another thing is that you have to be greedy to have it. When I think of this untruth, it makes me think about people that don't have it. Because they don't have it, they're not able to help other people that need it. Now, granted, they can pray for them, and prayer does work. And I want to let you know that I'm a strong believer in prayer. But when you have money, you can be a blessing to others. And I'm not talking about having a love of money. I'm talking about you're walking out your purpose. And as a result of you walking out your purpose, you're serving other people through your creativity. So your creativity is because you're serving others. You're generating an income as a result of providing value, added content, and value added programs help others grow into the person they're destined to become. Now that you have an income that can then go and bless other people that are less fortunate than you, that of course that you pray about, that you ask for God's direction, that you're not motivated by the money that you are generating. You're motivated by helping others achieve some of the same things you achieve by helping them along the way. So I wanted to make sure that I said it in that way, that you would fully understand that it's not bad to have money, because when you have money, you have choices. And because of those choices, you can bless others. So not only can you take care of you and your family, you can then help others take care of their families because of the money that you're able to bless them with. So I'm curious, these three untruths that I just shared with you, are these things that you had heard or even maybe thought of before? Comment below and let me know what you're thinking. I would love to know how you're feeling about these untruths. The second thing I wanted to share with you is common mistakes people have when it comes to money. And the first thing that really resonates with me when I think of common mistakes is that people really don't have a plan for money. That when they get money, their money may have been spent before it even comes. And when I say I have a plan, I know most people have a plan as far as what bills they need to pay. They know X amount of dollars is going out for the bills. But if for some reason you were blessed with some extra money, what would you do with it? Would you save it for a rainy day? Would you go and buy something for yourself? Would you do some kind of home improvement? Tell me, what would you do with the money that you had left over? And that's what I mean as far as not having a plan. Above and beyond your bills, because for the most part, we want to take care of our bills first. So you take care of your bills first. So after that, above and beyond that, what's your plan with your money? Are you investing your money in some kind of 401k, making sure that you have some kind of plan for your money so your money can really work for you. Because as the saying goes, with no vision, the people will perish. If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. You got to have a plan for your money. Another thing that I have seen is that people are often anxious about their money. So the money will come in, and for whatever reason, they don't feel comfortable about the money that they have, or they may not feel like they have enough. So they're very anxious about it. So as a result of them being anxious about it, they really hold on tight to it. And the common term that I've heard is white knuckling. Now, granted, my knuckles are not white, so I can perceive that, but I know it's not relatable to me because I have brown knuckles. But money, I call it starving your cash flow. So if you're starving your cash flow because you're holding on your money tightly, then that's repelling the flow of money too, because money is energy and it likes to flow. You want to change your mindset is by having a mantra that you say, there's more money where that came from, and really believe that in your heart of hearts when you say that. Kind of put your hand on your heart so you can really feel that there's more from where that came from, because you having that mentality that there's more where that came from allow you to be able to release that money and truly know that there's more to come. Another thing that I've noticed, people have what I call a poverty mindset that was introduced to them during their childhood and their adult experiences. Maybe they grew up poor and they just didn't have enough money for the basic necessities. And as a result of that, they hold on to that mindset and feeling of never having enough, which then translates into their adulthood and how they spend their money and how they could potentially be holding on to your money, like I just mentioned. Again, a great way to overcome that is to replace those negative self-talk mantras with positive mantras, saying things to yourself like, money is all around me. I have every right to be paid highly for what I do. Saying those type of mantras are going to definitely help you transition your mindset. If your heart is not in it, I can tell you this is not going to work. And you're going to look at me like I got three heads because I'm saying this to you. But if you feel in your heart of hearts that you truly want to make a change and that you're willing to put the effort in to transition your mind from the negativity that you experienced from your childhood and had in your past adult life to something that's more positive, you can do this. And this is really for people that don't have really deep trauma type of experiences. If you don't have those type of deep trauma type experiences, this is definitely something that you can do that will help transition your mindset. So before I go on to tell you the first thing that you can do to have this money mindset transformation, I want to remind you to subscribe to the channel. We will upload a video every Thursday for your viewing pleasure. It's going to be on various different topics centered around entrepreneurship and business tips and business hacks. If you want to continue to get this information and know the videos are coming out, be sure to subscribe. The one step I wanted to give you when it comes to changing your mindset about money is to start with your heart. It is amazing to me how when I've had different experiences, how I can feel something in my heart. I remember when I was deciding if I wanted to stop working as a mechanical engineer, and I could really feel in my heart of hearts that this was my time to step out on faith. It wasn't anything that someone had told me. I just felt in my heart that this was my time to do it. And I'm sure you've had those type of experiences as well, that you need to just do something. You just feel like you need to do it. It's on your heart to do. And that is what I want you to do, making this transition in your money mindset, is to really take some time with yourself and place your hands on your heart and really think about the things that you want to change in your life. I know you've probably heard the adage that everything you need, you already have for you to go to your next level or make that transition in your life. So I'm just going to reiterate that you do have everything that you need. Let your heart guide you and tell you what you need to do next. I know in my entrepreneurship journey, I have found that I'm just given a step to do. And then once I do that step, then the next step that people are often anxious about reveals itself. It's very different from when I was doing, my parents planned what I was supposed to do in life, in that I was supposed to go to school and get my degree. And then after I got my degree, work for XYZ company for 30 plus years and then get my gold watch. That was a journey that I could see. That was a journey that I saw other people do. So then it really resonated with me as far as me feeling like, this works because I got Susan I can look at. I got this person I can look like. I got all these people that can support that particular path. But when you are an entrepreneur or if you're doing something outside of the norm of what people around you are doing, you can be very unsure of yourself and not know if you're going the right way. And I want to tell you is to follow your heart. And I can promise you, in your heart of hearts, if you really make it a point, take some quiet time and really listen to what's going on inside of your heart, because your heart is so much more powerful than your mind. It vibrates at a 5,000 times higher frequency than your mind does. So when you really follow your heart, and that's why I really think it's imperative that you do this, it's going to guide you to where you need to go and what you need to do. You just got to trust the journey and trust the path. You'll find when you follow your heart that your choices will line up with your values, that you're going to be doing things that are totally in sync with your integrity and your values that are very important to you. That's why it's very imperative for you to follow your heart. You want to take responsible for yourself and your emotions. And that's why it's so important to work on swapping out these negative mantras that you say to yourself, like money is only for the chosen few, or it's a limited type of resource. Swap out those mantras for things that are more positive about money, that it's all around you and that you deserve to be highly paid for what you do. Know that where you are today is based on your past actions or non-actions. So you are a product of your past right now. For you to change your future, you have to completely change your mindset, which is now going to be led by your heart and not past experiences that you've had. Your heart will provide you emotional and intuitive guidance like no other. It is the greatest GPS that you will ever follow. And I can tell you that from experience, that when I followed my heart, I have done things that I have been astonished that I was able to do. For example, I know I did a summit about 6 months ago with 6 and 7 figure earners, the majority of the people I had never met before, and just was led by my heart to do that summit, interact with those folks. And you can do great things like that as well. Your heart mirrors your emotional state. So remember that when you do things out of love, it's going to create more positive type of vibrations, and money likes to be around the positive. And then when you do things out of fear, that's a negative vibration that repels money. So always act in love. So when you follow your heart, you're acting in love. Now, if you are looking for a way to change your relationship with money, which I really think is the first step of the process of changing your money mindset, I would love for you to join my next Prosperity Scope Bootcamp. The details are in the description below. And as always, thanks for watching and bye for now.